What's going on, guys? Chase Daniel here. Got Drew Brees with me here. We're going to break down Justin Herbert this week in a shootout against the Lions. And look, I know you were at the game, Drew.
Yeah.
Give me your thoughts a little bit about what the type of game he had.
Yeah, well, it started off slow. They probably missed some opportunities early in the game. But then it was like a scoring fest, where they ended up having to come back, and basically as soon as they would tie it, the Lions would jump back on top. They'd tie it. Unfortunately for Herbert, he's been in a position where he's had to outscore a bunch of these teams without a lot of his weapons at times. Keenan Allen has been such a stud all year. Keenan was out for a portion of this fourth quarter, and he was having to find other guys. Austin Eckler's been hurt at times this season, but Herbert's been the mainstay. He's been the guy making a ton of plays. Obviously, we know the type of arm talent he has, and you'll see this, from the plays that we show, but also just his playmaking ability outside the pocket.
Yeah, with his feet and everything that he does. And honestly, he's missed Mike Williams. He's without Josh Palmer. Yeah. He was out without Keenan Allen for a little bit, yet was still able to do enough. He scored on the last play of the game for him on offense, never got the ball back, never got a chance for that 2-minute drive comeback, but we're going to break it all down right now.
Let's go. All right, let's start it off here. Maybe not the best play for Herbert. This is actually, really one of his only mistakes in the game, and honestly, it was one that really wasn't intended to be a throw that he was trying to force or anything. He feels the pressure in his face from the linebacker. He's kind of sniffing out the naked bootleg, getting on him pretty quick. This is kind of your typical naked where you're trying to clear out with Keenan Allen down on the sideline here on a wheel route. Clear that out, maybe throw the flat route. Otherwise, you've got the deep over route by Quentin Johnston. But really, this is Herbert just I think he's really trying to get rid of the ball, and unfortunately, the corner ends up coming off of Keenan and just making a nice play. Obviously, one that Herbert wishes he has back because I think, one or two plays later, the Lions are scoring and going up by 14. But all it did was just, give it a flair for the dramatic, and a 14-point comeback to bring it to tie the game with about 3 minutes left.
Yeah, and really, this is only like quote unquote bad play when he was trying to throw it away though. However, all it is, you see right here, number 7, he's slam flat. Okay, and they're doing this swag release, switch, all go release. Okay, he didn't quite get the edge like he's supposed to, and honestly, at the end of the day, this is him, and it's really, Alex running scot-free right here, seeing it through.
One of our former teammates.
Yeah.
Really the only other advice I'd give to Herbert here is as you snap your head around, if you don't have the flat and you feel the backer pressure, typically he's vacating the middle of the field. So maybe you whip back around and rip this over route, this 10 to 12 yard over route by the X in Johnston. But, his eyes were kind of locked in on the sideline, and really he's just trying to throw that ball away. Unfortunately, it ends up being a pick.
And honestly, he made an amazing play too. Like the knee is down. Like he got the knee down. Like that's what no feet.
Yeah,
like one knee counts as 2 feet, but just not the start. This is play 12 of the game. All right, next play 17-3. Already down a lot.
14
right?
quick.
14 quick. All right, but here we go. Let Justin Herbert cook. All right, get a little short out motion right here by Keenan. It's what Miami Dolphins are doing, and already moving off his spot. Dagger. Such a great throw right here, and all they're doing is they're running mesh. And I think Jalen Guyton right here, actually I know he is. He's supposed to be on this through route, okay? This through route, all you want to do is you want to hold this free safety right there, okay? So first game back in a while, had a couple injuries with him. I just need this guy to keep running right here, okay?
Yeah,
clear it out, okay? You saw Keenan Allen start in the slot, motion out. Love that. That's what Miami and 2 are doing, okay? And Keenan, you're not as fast as Tyreek. However, this route is insane, and Justin is able to find you. Look, and this, I thought for the most part, this offensive line did a pretty good job. Justin's feeling pressure. I like it, okay? If nothing's there, go. But he is always been, and he always will be, he moves in the pocket and moves around to be able to throw. And you'll see a couple scrambles in this game. That's what makes this guy so dangerous. That's what he's done a really good job on. And honestly, the other part right here of this is Gerald Everett, Quentin Johnston. It's a mesh route. So you got this first man, you got this first zone, and a check down. Really good play concept, in my opinion, and especially for Herbert to just find the open guy, find Keenan Allen. Keenan went off this game, and such a friendly job by Keenan. Also coming back to the football. And here it is inside. I like the way that they're just disguising this, all right? And this is what the Lions did all game long. They tested that offensive line, which I think is a top 10 offensive line in football right now. Obviously, Corey Linsley's out, but they played really well, and they pressured a lot this game, whether it's a cross dog, whether it's off the ball backer. This is a jam front where every single offensive lineman is covered. Justin had to do a good job all game long of maybe getting the ball out a little bit quicker or buying time with his feet, as you can see right here. All right. And I like that Quentin Johnson did that, honestly, as a rookie. That's good to see. Zone coverage, sit down. But Justin's looking to his boy right there, Keenan Allen. Really good throw on the run, and he's done that really well, really the whole time I've known him.
Yeah, all kinds of arm talent. Anytime you got to move to your left, flip your hips really quickly. Again, foot down throw, get that ball out. Good, accurate ball. Good execution all the way around. All right, next play here. Man, we love this route, don't we, Chase?
Oh, baby.
Man, watch this. The old Dino, the old post corner post.
5-3-5. Boom. Yep.
Guys run it differently depending on what their comfort level is. But man, watch how Keenan does this. That little jab step right there, bang! It makes the DB feel like, oh, he's trying to run by me. He gets him off balance, kind of on his heels a little bit, and then cross face. And then, man, just the trust and confidence that Herbert has in Keenan Allen. You just lay this ball to the inside edge of the numbers.
It's a frozen rope from 40 yards out.
Yeah, I mean, not many guys, very few guys can throw the ball like this. But what I like too is, here we are. He's just going to simply confirm. He's just going to confirm that this inside tight end is grabbing
RM, baby. Nice job.
That defender right there, right? Just knowing he's one-on-one. His guy is going to put it up where he can just body it up, make that play. And that's exactly what happened here. I was actually, for the record, I was sitting right in, let's see here. We'll go back to that, where I was sitting in the end zone. I was right about here, watching that right there. My boys jumping up and down. From Keenan Allen with the touchdown. I've got him on my fantasy team. Appreciate that, Keenan. Nicely done.
Yeah. That's great. All right, next play here. 24-10, still down 14. Thought for the most part, Drew, that they did a really good job moving the football after the first couple drives, getting a feel on what Detroit was going to do. And all Detroit was going to do, like we said, a lot, they were going to pressure. And what they did is they tried to keep Austin Eckler in the backfield. When you go back and look at this entire game, keep Austin Eckler in the backfield. Call this just the back dog where he's going. Okay, they pressured the back a lot. So Austin, you're going to see in a couple of these have to bow up and makes this protection. But to me, this is sweet because I know that they've been setting this play up for a couple weeks right here. All right, and you got Keenan Allen once again. Every time that Keenan Allen is number 3, what are you expecting, Drew? You're expecting a little option choice route. He said, absolutely not. Jalen Guy can go right there. The tight end go right there. Okay, so every time they've done this, he's either sat, he's broke out, or he's broken in. I like the fact that he just gives a little da-da up there and goes. And honestly, I want you to watch the guy because they're in lock coverage right here. So it's man to man. It's whoever is lined up over Keenan has Keenan. He's off coverage. Not what you would want and not what you would like versus you're hoping for press coverage. But the route makes this. I just wanted you to watch him. Okay, I'm going to rewind it a few times. Da-da. Just enough, okay? And he gets 2 to 3 yards of separation, which for Keenan is a lot because Keenan is never going to run by you, but he always has this little sugar on it right there, like right there. And it's so good.
Well, look how flat-footed he gets that DB, right? To your point, he's expecting out-cut, in-cut. He's certainly not expecting a vertical push. And so when he can just accelerate and get 2 steps on this guy right away, of course, Herbert's anticipating the throw, delivers accurately over the shoulder.
And as Herbert's getting hit as well, which is a theme in this game because they pressured so much. We're going to see it from this back view right here. All right, and what we said, back dog, okay, so they're going right here. Anzalone's going to end up pressuring off of him because he ends up, okay, so Eck has to get in there. Okay, not the best job by Eck right there. But what he does do is he just buys enough time, okay, for this right guard to come off and just enough for him, for Herbert to be able to hitch up and get this ball up and down right here. And once again, it's just a dime, like perfect spiral, that much separation. Once again, Keenan Allen going off.
Yeah, I love those vertical routes on third down, especially to guys that are typically just kind of running routes at the sticks, at the chains. That's an opportunity for big plays. All right, this I love. You can see Herbert feeling like, there might be some sort of pressure here. Man, I've got a matchup outside. You can see him kind of giving this little signal. It actually looks like the Jalen Waddle touchdown celebration a little bit, but here we are. He knows he's getting pressure. He knows he's going to have to stand in there. I do love this too, man. Good job by the blitzing linebacker there. Pushing Eckler. Eckler's, man, fighting.
Fighting, man. That's
just
all you can do.
Yeah, just give him an extra, split second to get rid of this ball. But nonetheless, Herbert's taking one in the chest. But, man, look how accurately he delivers this ball. Quentin Johnston, great job crossing face on this DB who's, heavy inside technique. He ends up hooking him. They end up getting the penalty. But I think we would have much rather had find a way to make that catch.
82-yard touchdown would be nice.
That's exactly right. Watch it from this angle. See Herbert, all right, feels the pressure. Man, this is when you get opportunities for big plays. He likes his matchup outside. Man, Eckler knows he's going to have to hang in there on this protection.
Pretty good job by Eck right there.
It really was. You couldn't expect much more from that guy. Man, Herbert, this guy being 6'6", 235 pounds, you got the ability just to stand in there, man, deliver this ball accurately. It was really a great throw all the way around. You'd love to see the young guy make this play.
Come on, Rook. Got to make it. All right, next play right here. Play 42 in the game. They're rolling. They're just trading scores right here. Another motion to 3-by-1, so they're starting in 2-by-2. Another motion. Looks like man coverage, okay. Justin gets a key motion. Oh, it's not man coverage. You know what? No one is coming with him, okay. Nick already went there. You got an extra DB there. In man coverage, there would be a corner running with Keenan Allen. Justin Herbert knows right now it's not man. Antennas go up, and I'm going to watch this little slant route right there that's coming up by 13 in the slot. 13. Keenan gets Q set because Q's split wasn't right. Okay, so he's doing a little bit of the dirty work as well. And all it is right here, it's a perfect play call on 3rd and long right here. And all it is right here, Jalen Guyton go, we call it eliminate shallow. Anything in the middle of the field you want to take with you. And Keenan just, you got this entire middle of the field to work with. And, to the Chargers liking right here, they're bringing pressure. And so that means that this little quick game is going to be perfect. You got this safety coming out of the sky. He's trying to go back. So they're trying to disguise. And sometimes when a defense disguises that much, the biggest thing that you can do on offense, get the ball out quick with an answer. Herbert knows it, okay? And honestly, it's an interesting pressure to me, and this is what I wanted to talk about this because it's jam right here, okay? Usually you get this jam front, all 5 guys covered, and you're bringing Mike a day. Rarely do you end up bringing a Mike and a nickel from this front, so a little bit of the wrinkle because I don't think Detroit had showed this a lot, and also you're bringing this D tackle and this defensive end to the party, so when this defensive tackle has to be over there in Keenan's area where they're running a slant, it's going to work every time. Awesome job by Justin staying in the pocket with a nickel coming scot-free and really good first down. And honestly, right here, here's that pressure that I want to show, right? It's an interesting pressure. They decided for whatever reason to pressure Herbert. I don't know if many more other people will because he's really, really good. He's tops in the league against pressure.
Gets the ball up quick.
Gets the ball up quick, doesn't hold it. Okay, he understands. Josh Kelly is up right there. He understands, hey, all right, I got to beat it with a nickel. Okay, this eliminate shallow by Jalen Guyton. He takes him, which is the D tackle that was over the right guard, and this defensive end. So they're all messed up, and honestly, it's to the Chargers' liking because they ended up getting a first down right there. Another Keenan Allen catch.
Keep feeding him. That's who I'd be throwing it to, too. All right. Big theme here, Keenan Allen on the move, finding ways to get him off coverage, get him separation. He's so good, so smart at finding zone windows, running away in man as well. I love this little stutter step too. He comes off this thing, he's got such feel, man. Could it be a pivot route? Could it be something vertical? Could it be some sort of stutter and go? Man, this time he's just running across the formation, but just that little stutter move gets him a step or two right here on the DB. If you just kind of watch this move that he makes.
So good.
So good.
It's like the dead leg.
But again, mesh concept, right? Something that you see, most teams in the NFL run. The Chargers run it a lot with a myriad of different routes in and around it. But watch Herbert's eyes as well. It's really a left to right read. He's reading Eckler out of the backfield on this wheel route, which, they might have had the linebacker there underneath him. He could have thrown that. But nonetheless, that you've got the shallow cross coming to you. It's 3rd down. It's your favorite target, Keenan Allen. This is what I like about this throw, and really you don't have an appreciation for it until you get to this back shot. But you feel the linebacker, Anzalone, right here. He's moving with that back, and then he ends up being in a position where he's kind of in the throwing lane, right? He's really where Herbert wants to throw the ball in order to lead Keenan Allen properly. But he feels that, and man, it forces you as your quarterback, I got to get this ball out. I'm going to put it in a place where he's not going to be able to knock it down, but nonetheless, it's going to require this receiver to make a great catch.
Amazing catch,
which
though.
He absolutely does.
And kept his feet.
In a critical situation, he makes that catch. Unfortunately, this is the play that ended up taking him out of the game for a little bit.
Yeah.
But it was a great conversion at a critical time in the game where they absolutely needed to go down and match the Lions, with just scoring back and forth. But just a great execution, great ball location by Herbert.
All right. Here we go. Next play. This is when all the scoring starts. All right. So here you go. Herbert killing it, checking it. Obviously, they have a man zone read. They're in zone. What are you going to check to? Let's check it out. Telling Eckler what to do. So many things at the quarterback position that just doesn't get seen by the naked eye right there. And a fake bubble pump. And this throw, to me, was the throw of the game. Not only because he checks to this with the rookie right there. He's pumping it, a little fake zone. He's pumping this way. Jalen does a little stutter step and stays up this seam. And I want to really circle him because in Jalen Guyton, first touchdown back in a long time, known as a speed guy, but his route right here, how wide he stays away from this free safety. We talk about it all the time. It's the details that matter. Okay, yes, Herbert threw an amazing throw, but you want, Drew, on these seam balls, you want 1 to 2 yards inside the number, and he's exactly 2 yards inside of the number. He was taught exactly what to do. He was on his landmark. Justin is able to throw it there. And honestly, look at this. Right here, if he is 1 more yard inside the landmark, it might be an interception. It might be a blow-up shot. It's not a touchdown. But the fact of the matter is he's exactly 2 yards away from his landmark. Obviously, the throw is there, and we're going to see it from this view, but a little fake bubble pump. Just want to give Jalen Guyton some props right there. All right, and I don't right here, you're going to move the back. You're going to get to the play that you like, and really good job by Herbert right here. Okay, he pumps, okay, but look at his base, Drew. His base never gets too wide, okay? You don't want this base so far wide where he can't honestly throw this right now in case he were hot. Okay, so he does a really good job with the base. And honestly, a lot of these younger guys, watch this guy, because on these pumps, he barely pumps, okay? It's the shoulders more than anything that come off, okay? You see it right there? He just does enough, okay? He just does enough. He gets off it right perfectly. And this throw, okay, we're going to see if I can slow-mo this. But the fact that the matter is, that Jalen Guyton is exactly, see if I can pause it, 2 yards from those numbers, and that is what made this play obviously like a dime with the guy in your face, but just got to give props to Jalen Guyton right there.
All right. This is, more pressure, pushing the pocket here, and again, athleticism, pocket movement, shedding tacklers. He's got some Roethlisberger qualities here, just being able to shed these tacklers, at the D-line position. But his ability to get outside the pocket and make plays with his feet, which, look, man, he is a thrower. He wants to push the ball down the field, especially in these types of situations where it's man-to-man. We're looking for matchups. I really like the scheme by the Chargers here up top. If you watch how Keenan plays this and ends up creating somewhat of a natural pick right there, right, in order to free up Guyton on what we call kind of this big box fade. You can tell, at times you'll see that on the field and be like, he was wide open. Why didn't he throw it? It looks like his vision might have been blinded just kind of right there at the end, maybe right when he wanted to turn it loose, or he felt like, I've got bodies around me. If I go to throw it, maybe I get this ball knocked out. But feeling a little bit of what's happening there, he's able to pull that ball down, recognizing, man, it's 3rd and short. Now it's time to go make a play with my legs. Nobody's open. That's where this guy can really separate himself from other quarterbacks too. His ability to get down the field with his athleticism and continue drives.
I like that Roethlisberger comp. That's a good one right there.
Good analogy.
All right, here we go. What we got here, motion out. And this, I said the Jalen Guyton was the throw of the game, but guys,
No, this was
Guys.
absolutely the throw of the game.
Guys, like, what are we doing? All right. So, I mean, a pretty easy concept right here. Okay. They're just running vertical with some type of drive route right here. All right. And I'm just going to let this play. And then I want to pause it. Okay. He's out. First of all, he stiff arms Aiden Hutchinson right there. Like, get off me. Broken finger and all. Like, what are you doing, bro? Don't do that. He's starting to throw the football. Okay. For anyone that can see.
I remember watching this. I was at the other end of the field, but he was right in my sight line. And when he reared back to throw it, I said, where is he throwing this ball? Like, who's looking at him? Nobody's looking at him. No receiver is looking at him right now.
Q is the one who is going to get the ball. Q is currently looking at the salute to service in the end zone. Okay, so he ends up throwing it. And honestly, we're going to get to the other view because the other view shows it. But my goodness, all right, stuff happens. They're playing man-to-man. Shallow cross gets banged up. Okay, probably could have thrown it there, but honestly gets out of the pocket. Okay, ends up stiff-arming. Get off me. Yeah. Aiden Hutchinson.
Bandaged finger and all.
Okay, bandaged finger and all. Okay, Q, you're looking at him, all right? Don't turn downfield, okay? Oh, no, he's starting to throw the football. This is the perfect view. The football is still in his hand, and Q is looking at salute to service. And decidedly enough, like you said, when you're feeling it, right?
Yeah. And here's the thing too. If that was Keenan Allen, I'd be like, okay, yeah, he's throwing it to his guy. He's been throwing it to him for 4 years now. That's his guy. He trusts him. But like, he's throwing it to a rookie.
Staley likes it too. Gosh, dog, that's crazy. Yeah, just thought I'd highlight that. We got 2 more plays right here. 4th and 1.
Yeah, we don't want to talk about the 8 plays prior to this where they should have just jumped over the top from the half-yard line. But nonetheless, it gives us a fun little trick kind of play. Yeah. Fake the speed sweep. Everybody runs this down on the goal line. Pair it with a toss crack. You get a really aggressive kind of move by this front line here, right? They feel that fake speed sweep. They feel the ball fake here. Eckler on the edge. That's where the ball's going. Get a little bit of hesitation by this corner. Takes his eyes off the receiver. He's got it in the backfield. And then what happens from there? Herbert pulls it back down.
Q's first touchdown, too.
Yeah.
Celebrate, dog. Yeah. Look at, yeah, let's go. Sweet play design, though.
Hit a little MJ for his first touchdown. I like it. Yeah. Good play design all the way around. These are sometimes these tricky throws, though, because you snap your head around, you want to get the ball to him quick, but you got all these bodies in front of you where you don't know who's going to throw up a hand. A lot of times you're just trying to find throwing lanes because you're not really throwing it up and over people. Majority of the time you're throwing it through lanes. Then he finds that lane. Rip it to him for that first tutty.
All right, last play here. Going to end on a touchdown. Herbert did not get a chance to get the ball back. You see right here, it's 38-31. All right, 4th and 1 again. They said, hey, we're going to do a little gun naked fake, okay? And all they're trying to get right here, they're trying to get 84 on the flat, and you're going to see Keenan Allen come on this corner route. Okay, for whatever reason, these corners didn't want to cover the corner route, and Justin said, you know what, on 4th and 1, I should probably take 84 right there, but you're wide open for him to fit that ball in, get it up and down, to not only throw it accurately, but to let Keenan run after the catch, and then Keenan cuts it back right there. I mean, it just speaks to the trust that Justin has in Keenan. It speaks to the trust that Keenan has in Justin. And honestly, like when this
just playmaking ability.
And when this happened, like you can see how pumped Keenan is because he was hurt. He came back. I thought this was going to be a game winner. Just need one stop on that defensive side of the football. But you're going to see here, right, 84, and that's usually where it's going. But when you have 3 guys on 84 and no one on your best receiver, okay, we'll take it. And, yeah, another amazing performance at the end of the day. Justin played really well, and hope you liked our breakdown. And Keenan just throwing it in the stands, baby. Let's go.